Welcome to United Report, your daily hub for all things Manchester United. From breaking news to transfer talk and match updates, we've got every red covered. If you live and breathe United, hit subscribe and join the family. Glory, glory, Man United.
What a weekend for Manchester United's loanies. While Ruben Amorim's side crashed to a 3-0 derby defeat against City, Rasmus Højlund and Marcus Rashford lit up Europe, scoring, assisting, and even poking fun at their parent club in the process, with Napoli fans already chanting Højlund's name and Rashford declaring Visca Barca. Could United's bomb squad be thriving more away from Old Trafford than at it? Rasmus Højlund has backed fellow Manchester United loanee Marcus Rashford after both players enjoyed triumphant weekends away from their parent club. A day before the United lost the Manchester derby, Højlund netted 14 minutes into his Napoli debut after beating long-serving former United goalkeeper David De Gea. Then, hours after United suffered a 3-0 defeat to Manchester City, Rashford featured for Barcelona in their 6-0 thrashing of Valencia, setting up the second goal. That assist marked his first for the club in a competitive fixture after he became the first member of the United bomb squad to leave earlier in the summer. It was also his first for any team since mid-April. For Aston Villa against PSG in last season's Champions League, reports the Manchester Evening News. What a night. Rashford captioned an Instagram post after the match. Visca Barca, he added, a Catalan phrase that means long live Barcelona. Højlund, whose side beat Fiorentina 3-1, was amongst several United players dash past and present dash who liked the social media post. United captain Bruno Fernandes and Tyrell Malacia were among the current squad to do so. Other out-on-loan players Ethan Wheatley and Joe Hugel, who are due to spend this season with Northampton Town and Barnet respectively, also did so. Also showing support were Aaron Wan-Bissaka, De Gea, Donny van de Beek, Jesse Lingard and Shola Shortire. Several of those also interacted with a post from Højlund after his debut. First day at the new job didn't disappoint, the caption reads. Love it, mate, chimed in Harry Maguire, while Anthony responded with a flurry of applause emojis. The post was also liked by a host of other football stars including Aidan Heaven, Brian Mbumo, Diogo Dalot, Fernandes, Godwill Kokonki, Hugel, Joshua Zirkzee, Kobbie Mainoo, Lenny Yoro, Mason Mount, Matthias Cunha, Matthijs de Ligt, Patrick Dorgu, Rashford, Reece Bennett and Wheatley Dongshunt. Ex-players Christian Eriksen, Mason Greenwood, Sofian Amrabat, Wan-Bissaka and Willy Camboila also gave the post a thumbs up. Højlund is set to return to Manchester this week as City prepare to host Napoli in their first Champions League match on Thursday. With United enduring their worst start to a season since 1992/93 and with pressure ramping up on Ruben Amorim, Højlund may well be happy that, like Rashford, he left United in the summer. Napoli manager Antonio Conte was clearly delighted with Højlund's impact on debut and poked fun at United in his post-match press conference. Højlund is only 22. We signed him from Manchester United after seeing the luck Scott McTominay brought us, Conte joked. Ruben Amorim has issued a stark warning to Manchester United after Sunday's defeat at Manchester City. The Red Devils head coach has insisted that if there is a desire from above to alter the club's playing style, he will need to be replaced as manager. United suffered a 3-0 loss at the hands of City in the season's first derby, leaving them with a mere 4 points from their first 4 Premier League matches. It marks their worst start to a season since the 1992-93 campaign. Amorim, who took over the reins at Old Trafford on November 1st last year, has only managed to secure 8 victories from the 31 Premier League games he has overseen. As a result, United are languishing at the bottom of the 17-team table, which includes all teams that have been consistently present in the league since his appointment. Despite being contracted with the club until 2027, the recent loss is likely to stoke further doubts about Amorim's future at United. Guys, I understand that and I accept, he said after Sunday's defeat to City. It is not a record you should have in Manchester United. There are a lot of things, you have no idea what happened during these months, but I accept that. I am not going to change. When I want to change my philosophy, I will change. If not, you have to change the man. We will talk about that every game that we lose. I don't believe in that, in the system or whatever. I believe in my way, and I'm going to play my way until I want to change. My message is that I'm going to give everything. I will do everything, always thinking about what is best for the club. That was always the same message. It is not my decision, the rest, on whether United change manager. Until I am here, I will do my best. I really want to win games. I am suffering more than them. Despite a lacklustre run of 1 victory in 5 matches, Amorim maintained that United have shown improvement over last season, although they've only managed to net 1 goal from open play in 6 hours of Premier League action. The results again, I accept that, he conceded. I see that we are doing better, but the results don't show that. I remember last year we played in the former club against City. We won 4-1, with Sporting in the Champions League. It was not near the opportunities, the way we control the game compared to today. In certain moments we were not better than City. I understand that. It is hard and the record says everything. I understand. United's promising start faded when Phil Foden scored in the 18th minute, followed by 2 second-half goals from Erling Haaland, sealing their fate. Haaland's physical prowess was on display as he overpowered Luke Shaw for his first goal and sprinted from his own half for another solo effort that beat Altay Bayindir. Amorim lamented United's lack of aggression, which he felt contributed to their defeat. If you look at the goals, we can avoid that kind of goal, he said. We have almost everyone behind the ball, and we could be more aggressive. The second goal, in the moment of the game that we are pressing City. We suffer a goal in the throw-in when we want to recover the ball instead of covering the space, and then to win the ball. We let 2 players of City 1 against 1. The approach that we had in that play, we can avoid and we can close our goal. The third goal, Haaland has all the space. A confusion with our players, and then he has all the space to play. In these moments, I felt that if you look at the goals, there are moments we could avoid. That is the key of the game. It's to take advantage of these moments, and they took it. In transitions, a great shot from Brian and Bumo. In those moments, they were better than us. The Manchester derby is almost here, but Ruben Amorim's bold decision could already be United's biggest gamble. Sticking with Altay Bayindir in goal has sparked huge debate, with critics warning that Manchester City will target his biggest weakness and punish him at every set piece. With Haaland lurking, has Amorim made a costly mistake? Ruben Amorim has been told he will regret starting Altay Bayindir in the Manchester derby on Sunday because Manchester City will exploit his key weakness. Amorim confirmed on Friday that Bayindir will start in goal ahead of new signing Seny Lamens. The Manchester United manager had a choice between the Turkey international and £18.2 million new arrival after Andre Onana left to join Trabzonspor on loan. He suggested that the decision had been taken more because Lamens was not ready, rather than having particular faith in Bayindir. Lamens, 23, has only played in Belgium previously, and Bayindir has started all 3 of United's Premier League games this season. Bayindir was at fault for Ricciardo Calafiori's goal in Arsenal's 1-0 win over United on the opening weekend of the season. The 27-year-old flapped at Declan Rice's corner, and former Scotland international Craig Burley thinks his weakness at dealing with balls into the box will be played on by City. With Bayindir, every set piece I'm putting Haaland and every centre-half on him and just swinging it under the crossbar for fun. Burley told ESPN Hell, if Man City have got someone who takes long throws, I'm throwing it in Rory Delap style. I'm just piling it into the box because he's absolutely hopeless at coming out. And dealing with aerial balls, he's shown that. Amorim chose Bayindir as his starting goalkeeper this season, with Onana coming into pre-season injured after a difficult 2024/25 campaign. He hasn't convinced in goal, and some believe the deadline day arrival of Lamens would make him the new number 1, only for Amorim to nail his colours to the mast. Altay is going to continue, he said. It is a different league, different country, different ball. For Lamens. So he and Bayindir will fight for the position. We are really pleased he is a goalkeeper with a lot of potential. Altay is going to continue, he said. It is a different league, different country, different ball. For Lamens. So he and Bayindir will fight for the position. We are really pleased he is a goalkeeper with a lot of potential. I can't help but think, looking at Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes, if that is the midfield two, that City have to dominate that area. They just have to, he added. And if they do dominate that area as I expect, then the supply line to the wide players and Erling Haaland is going to be plentiful. I just don't see how United are going to dominate the middle of the park. Yeah, they've got Bryant and Bomo and some forward players that can get in behind and hurt City, but you have to have possession of the ball, and that's been their big problem.